Hello Libra, it's Serene from Insight Readings with your insights for the month of the 22nd month of the new year already. With that said, I would like to just put out there that I am launching as of today, the 1st of February when I'm recording this, a new service that will be available. All the contact details are in the Dropbox below the video, but it'll be a one question reading where you don't have to visit. You can do it from your home, from your office, wherever, if you need to get something that's specific and an answer from a different perspective. It'll be done via WhatsApp, so it'll be a voice note with a picture of the cards that were thrown and the explanation, and get your answers in that sense, and the cost will be £20 for that. So if you'd like to avail yourself to that opportunity and make use of that service, the information is in the Dropbox below. So with that said, I just want to invite spirit guides in, source, higher self and God, and angels, please to be present to give me clarity, wisdom, understanding, to bring the messages with absolute discernment and integrity for the highest good for Libra for the month of 20. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so with that said, we're going to do the Lenormand, just 3 cards. So it is a general reading, so whatever the subject is will be the first card, and then it will just bolt onto that, and let's see where this reading takes us. So the subject is something that you're wishing for, something that you're looking quite deep into, a desire, a wish fulfillment, something that's been there a long, long time, but it could be quite challenging because 4 plus 1, you want it individually, and together the 41, the number, is that it's challenging. It has been. But let's move on and see what the next card is, what builds onto that. There's many faces to this thing. Many faces. Let's carry on. Okay, it's got to do with a lot of... There could be something sort of gossipy, but it could also be internet chattering, chirping. We'll get into those now. I'm just going to put out the 7-card tarot as well, and then we can see how they interchange or interplay with each other, just for more clarity on this. So we'll do the horseshoe spread, which is 7 cards. The first card is what is in the past relating to the situation. What is in the current situation? This is challenging for you. In the future, what message is from Spirit? What is hidden? What the challenge is? And what the outcome is. Okay, so your energy is the Swords energy, it's air energy. Definitely Libran energy. So just give me a moment, let me just think about this. Okay, so we start off here with the well. So the well is, the symbolic meaning here is, it's about wishes and resources, about creativity and possibly healing. It is a general reading. So if you look intently, the story about the well is, if you look intently into the well, into the darkness of that well, you might see your true thoughts reflected and your secret wishes that are revealed because of the water and the mirror effect, reflecting that back to you. So your wishes will only be granted if you dig deep enough and you work hard. That's the message of the well. So definitely looking deeper into some issue that you might not know all the facts are about, or there might be more to the story that you're seeing, because the image suggests hidden depths. The well has something that is hidden. You don't know all the facts, almost like the moon card. And the rope that's entering the well represents the importance of keeping one's center. Keep yourself grounded, keep yourself centered. At a deeper level, the well card can also be a sign that you have hit rock bottom and now the only way is up. So I can see that this has been difficult with that, when we see the Eight of Swords as well, almost a sense of feeling entrapped. So in the Lenormand, the very next card that we have there is the Mask. So this card number, the Mask, is about looking deep into your soul. I hope you can see that better there. And just think about, for whose amusement are you playing, Do you balance the contradictions and encompass the opposites, The card is about projecting your emotions or hiding them. So if you look at this card, when you look at the smiley face, the sun is looking at the well. So something that you're sort of smiling at or hoping about, or that's deep, that you're centered about, makes you happy. But there's the sadness facing this side. So this could be speaking about it, communicating. It could also be gossip. It could be any form of communication, internet, via email, communication. I mean, we all adults here, so any form of communication could be gossipy, chirping around, but there's two faces to the story. And, this is a face for any story. It's the mask. So when you enter there, which is the side? Which is the side that you're looking at? Are you sad and deep? Is there something hidden, something that you haven't faced? And yet it makes you feel happy, but it's not real, it's a mask you're wearing? Or is there more to the story? The way you're speaking, is there more to the story? That's what the symbology of this is. And as a cardinal sign, Libra is having a pretty tough time as well with the eclipses that we've had. So this can be a face that suits any occasion. So all parts can play, the truth or disguise. And it basically is, the mask is your creation. That's what the card is saying. And the card can also be a warning not to take something or someone at face value, possibly, So there are meanings. It is a general reading. And possibly with regards to how it's being communicated. So put that in the situation you find yourself in. We start off with the Tarot, and we start off in the past with the Two of Swords, and this is about making a decision with regards to your heart. It affects your emotions, but you've basically detached yourself here from the emotional aspect of this because she's sort of covering your chest. And just thinking. Sword is about thoughts and intellect and spoken words. It can deal with legalities as well. Anything to do with using your head or your written or spoken words. So this is the choice that had to be made to using only your wits about you and your intuition. She has a blindfold on. So there's something that you might be in denial of, or she wants the absolute truth. So whatever it is, you've made a choice based on your choices or decisions made here. Currently, because of the choices and decisions that are there, you're feeling very trapped, passionately trapped. She has, again, a blindfold on. So this is actually being in denial of what is actually around you, because these thoughts are negative thoughts and they're entrapping you. With the person in the card is being entrapped emotionally. We see the water with their negative thoughts, which are quite piercing. And an 8 is, as you sow, so you reap. So it seems to keep on going for infinity. It comes and it goes. It's constantly there, entrapping you very passionately with the red clothes. And you're not seeing. You feel like you're trapped. You feel like your hands are tied, but they're not. If you could, that's loose. You could remove the blind. You could get up and walk past these swords and you would be set free. So it is an energy of negative thought patterns or a negative situation or feeling trapped in something, but it's of your own making in your mind, negativity. It seems to be with regards to something that is committed. It could be a relationship, 4 of Wands, or a home or a space of living or your environment where there should be peace and harmony and commitment, very much so. It could be that you're feeling entrapped because of choices and decisions that are made. and that is in the future. But it's also saying that possibly you will move and it is because it's in the future, past, present, feeling this way, setting yourself free and moving to something that is more harmonious, and you might be moving home, getting out of the situation, changing your work environment. It could be also a change of work environment. It is a general reading. So, but the future suggests something that is more balance, something that brings that magic into that circle with groundedness, peace and harmony. But it's also the card of moving the environment, changing the environment. We see the road and the houses, so it could be your home, it could be your workplace. It's where you spend most of your time. The message from Spirit is that there's something about a legacy here of Pentacles. It is the Tree of Life. So this is something karmic with regards to a worldly situation. We see the world there. Maybe there is a windfall that comes your way, but it is a combination of a cycle, and the message is that something material is coming about this, in a material way, a tangible way, something that will have longevity, because this is a card of legacies. So it's something that will last. It'll be there for quite some time. What is hidden is that the Emperor, the Emperor is about authority, about stability, about fairness, for the greater good, wanting something that is, it's also card number 4, on either side of that. So there's definitely a sense here of groundedness for the greater good, a truth being revealed, dealing with authority, and seeing what is best for the greater good. Being it's a major arcana card, that stamp of approval, and that is hidden there. So that is there. With regards to home, lineage, and authority, and something that is real, something that is solid and stable. The challenge is making a choice here, again, and having the focus, because we see the falcon here, having a focus on which way to go. It's almost like you had a stuck choices, because she has these dark clothing. So it's almost a state of feeling depressed and in darkness, in a sense. The clouds are also quite dark, and not knowing which choice to go for, because there seems to be a boundary. We see the wall here. There is a boundary, but you know that you need to put your focus on one thing. She's got focus on the one, she's reaching out for the other, but you can only do one thing at a time. So there's something here about a crossroads, and you need to put your focus on one thing and go for that. But that's the challenge. And to do it with a lot of passion here, with a lot of energy and vigor, whereas this is you're making a decision and a choice just in your head, intuitively as well. Where here it's instinctively, fire's instinct and vision. And then the outcome card is a travel card. So there might be traveling in this, especially with your environment as well. You might be traveling, you might be crossing water, it might be overseas. But there's a sense of travel here. It's a sense of learning hard lessons in life, finally finding the balance. 6. Taking those lessons with you, turning your back on what doesn't serve you anymore, and moving on to calmer waters. There's something, it's like the light at the end of the tunnel. There's been something that's been pretty heavy here. Because swords, yes, it's your energy, but they can be it can be ruthless energy. It can be difficult to navigate through because swords are sharp. So whatever you're dealing with here has been quite difficult, but there is a promise of magic just getting past. There's stability here, there's lineage, there's legacy, there's magic in the future. But just making the choice and moving, making the change. Just to close that off, Spirit, there is a definite ending here. Death card, there's an ending, there's a transformation. You know, you can't start anything new unless you let go of something from the past to move forward. There is movement here, there might be travel, but there's definite finality and ending, and moving forward completely transformed. It is also the card of Scorpio, and that's the card of Aries, if that plays into it as well. It's a possibility. It is a general reading. Might make more sense. So I just want to close this with a oracle card and ask for, please, what is the overall message here for Libra dealing with the faces and wishes and communication. And here we have the cedar, protection, but it's in reverse. So let's see how that plays out. Please, 27. There we go, right there. Look how spirit is amazing. Okay, so cedar, and it's protection. In reverse, things are out of balance and have been for some time. You even have been feeding into it with your own emotional hypersensitivity. Take a step back, take a deep breath, and just relax. Find some time to focus on you and what is good for you. There is some healing that needs to be done. Treat yourself and your environment as something sacred. Sacred things need to be honored and protected. Do what you must to honor and protect yourself and your environment right now. Stay strong with it, and the pressures will release. Well, there is transformation regardless. When we can't get out of a situation to find stability, the universe takes over, and there is transformation here. This is a promise. There is absolute transformation here. There is an ending of a cycle and something that's going to start anew. Is the number of this major arcana, which is also 4, and there we have 4. So there's transformation, absolutely. You've got lots of 4s as well. Let me know that resonates for you, Libra, and I wish you all the best as this month takes us on the next part of our journey. Thank you.